Soundstripe.
What so proudly wave at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of the
Good evening and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight it's the Bluegrass Truck Series live here at Watkins, Glen. Qualifying on the board right now, top of the charts is Chris LeBourgeois, making his first lap on the track. I was looking at the wrong thing on time and scoring. Oh well, got it. But right there in the 24 is Sean Kaiser. Sean Kaiser in the 24, also on track in the 38. From Woolwich, Maine, it's David Brackett. David Brackett in that 38 machine. And then we also have Tyler Evans for Wadesville, North Carolina on the track, along with Alex Healy at 97. Also, Jeremy Vaughn in the number 2 from Oklahoma. In that number 2 machine. Bobby Hall Jr. in the 94 from Athens, Pennsylvania, out on the track. But right now, quick time goes to that 99. From Boxville, North Carolina, driver Peyton Hubbard, Alex Healy, Sackett, Chris LeBourgeois, and Wes Wiggin round out your top 4 in qualifying right now.
Peyton Hubbard talked about it last week, I believe it was. He was very happy to be heading to Watkins Glen. He said it's one of his strong suits. It's one of the tracks he wants to go to. His times continue to roll in here. Peyton Hubbard will remain at the top of the charts by a decent margin, just over a half a second over Lucas Lyons, who just moved his way into that second spot out of Owensboro.
Owensboro, Kentucky, maybe? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I'm not really sure. That's why I just paused there for a second, because I'm trying to think. I know that name.
So right now, your top 5 looking like this. Peyton Hubbard, Lucas Lyons, Alex Healy, Chris LeBourgeois, and Daniel Worthington is your top 5 in qualifying. So far, 10 drivers have taken a time. There's Cody Verrill in the 8. And then we have Drew Perot in the 80 out on track with Dustin Rinstidle, Tyler Evans, Bobby Hall Jr., and Taylor Peacock. Taylor Peacock in that number 81 machine.
It was confirmed it is Owensboro, Kentucky. Big thanks to Jason for confirming that. He was listening on chat. We watched.
That just tells you how smart I am, BJ. Y'all don't give me credit.
Right? I give you all kinds of credit. I give you all kinds of credit. You don't know what I say behind when you're not around. I started to say behind closed doors, but it's not really behind closed doors. It's just whenever you're not around.
So Peyton Hubbard, Jeremy Vaughn now goes second quick with Lucas Lyons third. Alex Healy and Sean Kaiser rounds out in the top 5. David Brackett right now 12th on the board with Cody Verrill 13th. And Daniel Worthington, he's dropped all the way back to 7th. There's 29 drivers I've signed in for tonight's race. Here at Watkins, Glen, Bobby Hall still on the racing surface in that number 95 Earl Shop. Flex Motorsports. He's half fast here in that number 94 machine.
That's what I was going to say. He's only going half fast out here tonight.
And there is Taylor Peacock in that 81. How about this? Bobby Hall jumps up to 4th quick in that number 94. So he kicked it from half to being fast in a lap time. Sean Kaiser still making some laps around here as he pulls down pit road.
You'll see a lot of drivers doing that very technical track. Road courses drivers aren't exactly used to making those right-hand turns, especially a right-hand turn into pit road. So a lot of these drivers, you'll see them out there continuing to just turn laps after their qualifying laps are done, just to get a feel for the tire wear, get a feel for going down pit road. Just find their timing, find their rhythm, so when they go into the race, they're all set. With 16 drivers time put in, we got Barrett Morgan, Taylor Peacock out on track still, Alex Penn, Gary Jazorski, Brian Terry, Cody Anderson, Justin Holt, Charlie Mace, Michael Cole, Travis Twitty, Alan Duranko, Ron Morris Jr., Fernando Takahashi, and Brad Gebhardt have all yet to get a time in. And as I say that, Barrett Morton still on track. Drew Parole goes into that 10th spot. Dustin Reinsettle 13th. Now he's going to move his way up into 11th.
Barrett Morton's shown some strength throughout the season in number 9 machine here with the Bluegrass Series, as he is the 17th driver on track. Spearcrest, number 9.
Few drivers requesting to make sure that they start in the back. Charlie Mace just requested that he'll be starting in the back to try to get a feel for it, relax a little bit throughout the race. I'm wondering, I don't see any messages. I was thinking maybe somebody else had asked in chat, but it does not look like so. I know of at least one driver that's going to be starting at the rear of the field.
Hey, you know what? You should ask, since he's watching the stream, who's the new sponsor? Jason's going to kill me. I'm joking.
But anyway, while these guys continue to put laps down, close to Owensboro. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Owensboro is Kentucky, same as Brian Terry, Justin Winters, Alex Huffman are all close to Owensboro. But anyway, what I started to say was while we're letting these guys get some laps here in tonight on the dock, we're looking at 36 lap stage break on lap number 12. Drivers coming in, top 5 and points going to be Peyton Hubbard, Jonah Colbert, Wes Wiggin, Bobby Hall Jr., and Sean Kostritza.
Well, you look at Barrett Morton to go 7th quick on his first lap. One thing I like about these road courses is no full course caution unless it's stage break. So the laps wind down pretty quickly, as we got a minute and in seconds left in qualifying here as Barrett Morton. 17 drivers have taken time here tonight.
Tell Steve there isn't a new sponsor. LOL. A double money sign. We'll just leave that at that on there. He's
What?
talking about. Oh, not going to finish reading that one off either.
I mean-
Tell him to check his messages.
I mean, they did promote the Bluegrass.
They did. They did.
During the memorial service, I caught on to that. I'm like, huh.
He says, yeah, don't read that, LMAO.
All right, Barrett Morton on the second lap goes fifth, quick in that number 9 machine. So your top 5 look like this: Peyton Hubbard, Jeremy Vaughn, Lucas Lyons, Bobby Hall Jr., and Barrett Morton. As we got just a little under 6 seconds left to qualify, we'll go into race action here just momentarily. The camera will stare you to the trees. And here is tonight's rundown of your starting grid. And on the pole, Next Level Racing, car number 99 is Peyton Hubbard. To his outside, his teammate, car number 2, Jeremy Vaughn.
Inside row number 2 in the 25 from JC Motorsports, it's going to be Lucas Lyons. Lined up to his outside. In the Flex Motorsports number 94, it's Bobby Hall Jr.
In row number 3, the JC Motorsports car number 9, Barrett Morton. To his outside, the Flex YNH Motorsports car number 97, it's Alex Healy.
Row number 4 is going to be the All-American Motorsports number 24, Sean Kaiser. Lined up to his outside, or I believe that'd be right side rather. That's going to be the 83 of High Side Hustlers, Chris LeBourgeois.
In row number 5, to the inside of Flex Motorsports car number 113, Daniel Worthington. To his outside, a teammate, car truck number 88, Wes Wiggin.
Scrolling through the field, I now feel like an idiot for saying it, but they are lined up on the left side for the outside. So row number 6 to the inside is going to be the rookie in the 80, Drew Perot, and lined up to his left it's going to be Turn 1 Racing, the 20 of Dustin Reinsetto.
In row number 7 to the inside, in truck number 42 is Ed Osborne. To his outside, right to mid-south, truck number 71, Devin Scroggins.
Cornerstone Motorsports number 77 going to be lined up to the inside of row number 15. That's Tyler Evans. Row number 8 to his outside. In the 38, that's going to be David Brackett.
In row number 9 to the inside, in truck number 8 will be Cody Farrell. To his outside, Alex Penn in the Cornerstone Motorsports.
Row number 10 to the inside, it's going to be WJM Motorsports number 23, Fernando Takahashi. Lined up to his outside. In the 55, it's going to be Brad Gebhardt.
In row number 11 is the WJM Motorsports truck number 17, Cody Anderson. To his outside, Charlie Bass in the 45.
High Side Hustlers number 29, Travis Twitty to the inside of row number 12. To his outside, Elevated Esports number 4, Alan Duranco.
And in row number so many, and starting off 25th night, number 13, Brian Terry. To his outside, Taylor Peacock in the 81.
Row number 14 out of New York is going to be the 67 of Michael Cole. Lined up to his outside from Ron Morris Racing and WJM Motorsports. It's going to be the 76 of Ron Morris Jr.
And rounding out your field tonight in truck number 44 is Gary Jazorski. Gary Jazorski in the 44 will round out your field of 29 drivers here tonight.
29 trucks, 36 lap stage break on lap number 12, and I'm seeing quite a few Toyotas in the field. I'm not used to seeing that. Wonder if some of these drivers decide to go Toyota for the road course, or if I've just missed that all season long.
Now there's more Toyotas here tonight than normal. They decided to come out and play.
Good choice. I like Toyotas.
All right. 36 laps of this stage break of lap number 12. You want to be in the top 10 stage break, get some valuable points. Peyton Hubbard for Boxville, North Carolina. Your pole sitter here tonight with his teammate Jeremy Vaughn in truck number 2.
And 2 teammates side by side. Last time they visited a road course, these guys went 1 and 2 pretty much the entire race and finished 1 and 2. See if they can do it here once again tonight. But they've got Lucas Lyons and Bobby Hall Jr., who have both also shown quite a lot of speed out on the road courses.
I say go on turn number 1, full speed, full throttle. I'm just joking.
Oh, let's do it. Why not?
All right, the pace car pulls off, builds in the hands of the 99 Pate Hubbard. We're racing here at Watkins Glen.
Side by side down a long front straightaway, nearly making a 3 wide down into turn number 1 as Lucas Lyons looked way to the inside, but he's not going to make a stick now. He's going to make a move for that second position. Meanwhile, the Hornet's nest of trucks heading into the uphill chicane. And then a single file back out once they reach the left-hand turn. Several drivers, everybody taking it nice and easy. It's always nice to see when everybody relaxes a little bit, heading through the first few turns, heading through the first few laps to let everybody get their grooves. They now head through the bus stop. Peyton Hubbard, Lucas Lyons, Jeremy Vaughn, Barrett Morgan, Sean Kaiser, your top 5.
Well, and here we come. Peyton Hubbard actually started to pull away from Lucas Lyons in at number 25. She wrecked there with Jeremy Vaughn in his hip pocket at number 2. The top 3 start to pull away from Barrett Morton, who's currently running in that 4th position. Sean Kaiser currently running in 5th. There's Bobby Hall Jr. He's dropped 2 spots and started the race at number 94 from Athens, Pennsylvania. Hell Kid. Daniel Worthington up 2 spots at number 113. Up to 7th, there's Alex Healy. He dropped 2 spots, currently running in 8th. Chris LeBourgeois in 83, currently running 9th. And Drew Perot, someone call his officer. He's just completely lapped in that 10th position.
And as Peyton Hubbard continues to pull away, he's fastest truck on track by nearly a second over Lucas Lyons behind him. Battle going for that second spot. Now Jeremy Vaughn makes his way around Lucas Lyons as they came out of the uphill chicane right there. Now down into the bus stop, single file back out. Moves all throughout the field. Alan Duranko back in the 18th spot. He's already up 6 spots. Fernando Takahashi in 14th. He's already up 5.
At 23 machine, he's in that 14th position. There's Ed Osborne right behind him in 15th. Devin Scroggins, he's lost 2 spots, currently running in the 16th position. Drew Parole, oh no, the officer caught him. He's down there sideways. That's going to hurt him as he's falling quickly throughout the field. But right now, Peyton Hubbard continues to lead here at Watkins Glen as we complete lap number 2 on lap number 3. As he is pulled away from that number 2 of Jeremy Vaughn and Lucas Lyons. Barrett Morton right there at the number 9 machine. Sean Kaiser in striking distance as those drivers try to have a good run here tonight. How about Bobby Hall Jr. at number 94 to Flex Motorsports? Earl Shop doing a good job right now, running in 6th position. Alex Healy in the 97, kind of like that truck. You know, kind of different from his truck, his cup car, you know, and his cup car, he's afraid you don't know his name, so he got his Alex plastered all over the side of both of those doors on the Cup Series. But in the trucks, he feels like he's well known, so we don't need his name on there. Alex Healy from Columbus, Ohio, currently running at that 7th spot. There's your race leader, Peyton Hubbard. Look at the distance he has on his teammate, Jeremy Vaughn. He's run about a 10-car length of difference between those 2 drivers. And then you got Lucas Lyons there. A little further back, or about 4-car lengths back, is that number 9 of Barrett Morton for Louisville, Kentucky. Running at 4th, and there's Sean Kaiser in 5th. That is your top 5 here at Watkins Glen. You're watching Ultimate Dirt TV.
Yeah, Hubbard is an immense talent everywhere he goes, it seems like. But out here on the road courses, he seems almost untouchable. He continues to pull away from the field 0.3 of a second nearly faster than his teammate Jeremy Vaughn that last time by. Still, Vaughn showing a lot more speed now that he's free and clear of Lucas Lyons, but still does not have enough to catch up to Peyton Hubbard anytime soon.
Just look at these trucks, BJ. Look how they enter in. They look almost sideways going into turns there.
That they definitely do.
Totally a
I don't know if
different
it's
view.
I don't know if it's the camera angle or if these guys getting a little bit of dirt track going on, but I say it's the camera angle for everybody to be sliding sideways right there.
And there's your race leader. That number 99 just passed that camera there of Peyton Hubbard. We're sitting in section 2 there. You can wave at us. I must say, the speed cams are really showing some speed here tonight.
Yeah, they definitely are. I'm actually taking notes at the moment of these speed cams and thinking about what I could do if I decide to build some road courses, but typically I just turn them down.
As you see, the drivers are pretty much spaced out throughout the field. Here's Cody Anderson. A little further back, a little bit more too wide action. As you look at Cody Anderson at 17 battling with Alan DeRocco, that number 4 machine. Ronco momentarily takes that spot. That's a battle for 17th, and Brad Gebhardt right there in the hip pocket of the number 4 of Alan DeRocco. Ronco driving a Toyota in some seats. Then you have
Just
Cody
a little.
Verrill. Oh, Nelly. Cody Verrill around. His problems went bad to worse in a heartbeat.
I thought he was going to hang on to it there and save it for a moment, but a little bit of overcorrection, turn around, going the other direction. Not the way he wants this night to go, but lucky for him, it is still early in the night. Pit stop's still going to be a factor in the race here tonight at some point in time. I'm curious as to whether or not some of these guys are going to make the call to pit prior to the stage break, or if they're going to have to pit prior to the stage break. Time will tell, but everybody now starting to spread out throughout the field. Peyton Hubbard, 4.5 second lead over Lucas Lyons, who's made his way back into that second spot. And what has happened to Jeremy Vaughn? He's back in 5th.
Well, something happened, Jeremy Vaughn, but I don't see it on time and scoring. But I can tell you this. I mean, if you look at it, there is Peyton Hubbard, and there going into turn, that is Lucas Lyons in 2nd. So that's a huge gap there between 1st and 2nd. As you're looking from the Motel Blimp, shining down here on Watkins Glen here this afternoon.
It's a rather expensive blimp there, Steve. I still don't know how you managed to pull it off. Take a look here, an instant replay, an incident between two. Ooh, nope, just one driver. 17. Just slides it through the bus stop there. Gets it back going. He'll get a cutting the course penalty. It's going to be Cody Anderson, but gets it recovered, gets going. All he's got to do for cutting the course penalty is slow down. So, I mean, it helps whenever something like that happens, but at the same time, it's still downfall. You know, you just lost time sliding through right there and getting back going. And then on top of that, the officials of iRacing force you to slow down and give up time. So it's almost a double whammy, but still in the long run better than having to go down pit road.
And how about Fernando Takahashi up 10 spots, currently running in that 9th position here. And also Gary Jazorski, that 44 machine, up 11 spots, currently running in 18th position. And you know the Wotel Blimp is courtesy of Miller Family Trucking. Where the checks are endless. Or blank. One of the two. Endless or blank.
I'm gonna go with both.
There you go.
Poor Bill. Poor Bill.
How about your top 5? Peyton Hubbard, Lucas Lyons, Barrett Morton, Sean Kaiser, and Jeremy Vaughn round out your top 5. Vaughn putting heavy pressure on that 24 of Sean Kaiser, who's currently running in that 4th position. Kaiser gets a little loose there. Vaughn had to get on the binders, not getting the back of him, as we're on lap number 8. Just look at the rumble strips there, BJ. Look how they kind of upset the truck a little bit, but the truck's a little bit easier to drive on the rumble strips.
It's not uncommon for the trucks to really push tight out here on the road course. So when these drivers hit those rumble strips, it picks up the side of the truck. It allows the truck to kind of hook a little bit, takes the drive off that side, still drives on the other side. So it allows them to hook a little bit and push around the turn a little bit better sometimes. So every once in a while, hitting those rumble strips can really help you. But on the other hand, that is a lot of wear because you generate a little bit of wheel spin almost every single time that happens. It also makes your truck slide a little bit, so you get a little bit extra tire wear, which in the long run could really significantly hurt your speed and hurt your times running out here tonight. Ooh, little bobble right there. Who's that? That is the 23 of Fernando Takahashi as he takes a look to the inside of Chris LeBourgeois heading into the chicane. He's going to have that position free and clear. We'll take a look on up at Alex Healy. That is his next target just up ahead. That's for that 7th position. Takahashi really making that number 23 work here tonight.
Definitely more props with Cody Verrills, who went off the racing surface and now he's back on. But here's Lucas Lyons in that 25 machine. Try to chase down Peyton Hubbard, but you know, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it as Rod Morris Jr. goes a lap down. Looking at the time and score in there, you see Hubbard's laps. I mean, he's putting on a clinic on Lucas Lyons.
It really is that last time by on lap number 8, 1.1 second difference. That is absolutely massive. At any other track, if that was a 1.1 second difference on the lap, you would see it would look like an absolute mile. That's an entire straightaway almost on most tracks between the two drivers. Pit stops now already underway. Bobby Hall Jr., Alex Healy, Wes Wiggin, Daniel Worthington all coming down pit road.
You got to wonder because the stage break is coming up on lap number 12 here, so I believe pit road will close probably next time by if I'm not mistaken, BJ.
Pit road should close to start on lap number 11, so I do believe you are correct. Maybe we can get some confirmation on that from Jason if that will be the same even here on the road courses. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but white flag will wave when we see lap 12 up on the top. So yeah, that should be correct.
Well, Peyton Hubbard, your race leader. There's Lucas Lyons and Barrett Morton. Jeremy Vaughn right there in 4th. There's Sean Kaiser with the top 5. Fernando Takahashi up 13 spots, currently running in that 6th position, that number 23. And you know, the people that have just pitted, Bobby Hall Jr., Alex Healy, Wes Wiggin, Daniel Worthington, they're going to set themselves up front after the stage break.
And the pits have, in fact, just closed. So it was correct. Lap number 11, the pits closed. The white flag will wave on lap number 12. So if Peyton Hubbard had any intentions of coming down pit road prior to the end of the stage break so he could restart back on the front row for the 2nd stage, those hopes have been dashed. But all the drivers that went down pit road already are very, very likely to be the ones starting in the front for the 2nd stage.
Now, if you look on that number 25 of Lucas Lyons, there is damage on the right front of that machine. As you look on the gyro cam on there, you can kind of see that damage, BJ, on the fender well right there on the right-hand side of that vehicle. As right ahead of is Rod Morris Jr., who's a lap down in that number 76 machine, currently running 28th position. As I believe here we come.
White flag.
To the white flag here at Watkins Glen for your stage break. There's Peyton Hubbard in that number 99 machine having a very good run here tonight. As there you see Peyton Hubbard. And there is Lucas Lyons.
Yeah, absolutely massive gap between those two drivers. 8.7 seconds. Peyton Hubbard. It's almost like he's got an extra gear in that truck compared to everybody else out there. and just absolutely flying. So look right behind Lucas Lyons. You got Jeremy Vaughn right there all over the back bumper of Barrett Morton. Morton right there, right behind Lucas Lyons. I don't think it's going to be enough time for either one of these drivers to make any moves here. And Peyton Hubbard nearly complete with his final lap of the stage here. These will more than likely be the finishing positions for this stage.
Lucas Lyons are in that second spot there in the 25 as Barrett Morton's right there ready to pounce. And, oh, Nelly, Jeremy Vaughn taking a scenic route as the caution comes out. That saved him in that number 2 machine.
Lucas Lyons actually gave up the position to Barrett Morton. It looked like, no, never mind. The caution flag was already out. Peyton Hubbard, Lucas Lyons, Barrett Morton, Jeremy Vaughn, Sean Kaiser, Alex Penn, Fernando Takahashi, Chris LeBourgeois, Dustin Reinstedt, and Tyler Evans. Your top 10 here to finish out the stage. Peyton Hubbard's going to get that all-important 1 bonus playoff point, as well as 10 points, going down by 1 point all the way down through the top 10. Everybody getting those bonus points for the stage.
Well, we're looking on the gyro cam of Jeremy Vaughn, and you asked what happened to him. You maybe got to wonder, with the damage on his right side, is that what caused him to drop from second all the way back to that 5th spot for a while? Then he made his way back up to 4th. Maybe caught a wall. I mean, obviously, 2 drivers can't catch each other both on the right side, so it makes you wonder about something happened there between Lucas Lyons and Barrett Morton, because they were running side by side right before Jeremy Vaughn fell back that 5th spot momentarily.
It's definitely got to be a thought in the back of your mind. And he's got scrapes and scratches all down the side of that truck. Same for Lucas Lyons. Looking for these guys, not a lot of draft coming into play here. Not a lot of aerodynamic coming into play for Watkins Glen. About the only thing that's really going to play a factor in is a couple of straightaways and tire wear. Believe it or not, the aerodynamics have a lot to do with tire wear. It have a lot to do with the way the downforce affects the truck. So, speed-wise, they should be fine with just body damage. Long term is where you'll see the effects come into play.
As you look at Peyton Hubbard, he brings the field down pit road. It's a busy pit road here under caution, under the stage break. See him coming all the way down. Bobby Hall Jr. does stay out. He will take over the race lead with Alex Healy, Wes Wig, and Daniel Worthington.
Looks like Brad Gebhardt and Drew Parole should also be joining that list. Surprised to see Cody Verrill and Ron Morris Jr. both came down pit road as well. They had already pitted once, so quite surprised to see that. Ooh, Ron Morris Jr. actually, oh, he was already on pit road. Still waiting for Brad Gebhardt and Drew Parole's time of scoring to catch up, though.
How about that? Peyton Hubbard, Lucas Lyons, Barrett Morton, Jeremy Vaughn, Sean Kaiser, Alex Penn, Chris LeBourgeois, Dustin Runstidle, Tyler Evans, Gary Jazorski, Ed Osborne, Ed Alan Duranco out of pit road in that order. So your race leader now is at number 94 of Bobby Hall Jr. in the Earl Shops Flex Motorsports half-fast machine there. There is Alex Healy in at number 97.
So I gotta say, I think it's a good strategy call for Alex Healy and Bobby Hall Jr., Wes Wig, and all those guys to pit early and get the good start to the second stage. Have the front 2 rows capitalized on. Daniel Worthington in that list as well. Have those front 2 rows capitalized on and covered. All they really got to do at that point is maintain lines and do not open the door for Peyton Hubbard.
Well, Mark Stewart wishing Brett Wheeler a happy birthday. For us in here in the United States, that is at midnight tonight.
Yep.
So in Australia, he's a day ahead of us, or half a day ahead of us.
I don't wish happy birthdays to the people that live in the future until it's our time.
Lucas Bonds in a Castrol Edge number 25 machine. David still on the 25 and the 2. Lights, I believe, do go out on the piece. The Porsche car. Yep, the Porsche car. Yep, lights go out. We're going to go back to racing here momentarily.
While we pace around here one more time, I'll give you a little tidbit of information about the track. There are 8 turns around Watkins Glen, 2.45 miles, just under 2.5 miles. So 8 turns, a lot of chances for mistakes to happen out of absolutely anybody, and a lot of time for these guys to be able to make moves, find a groove, find their way forward. Peyton Hubbard, guy who started on pole, led the entire race, currently sitting in that 5th position. We'll see what he can do here coming back from the stage. First time he's had to deal with traffic.
Definitely first time. You know, you got to wonder if that dirty air going to hurt him, upset that truck. Or can he do it? Can he think smart and outpace these drivers? As he was over a 4-second lead advantage coming to the checkered flag for the stage break. Daniel Worthington at 113 has some damage on the nose of that Toyota. And that was in the first turn. He was dead sideways at one point. And managed to keep it straight after all said and done. You're watching Ultimate Dirt TV, Facebook and YouTube, and simulcast live on dirtfan.com and a Bluegrass Facebook and YouTube. Porsche car looking to make that left or right hand turn. We're coming to the green. Bobby Hall Jr. The field's in his hands. 21 laps to go for Bobby Hall Jr. Green flag racing as he leads the field into turn number 1 as Alex Healy right there in the hip pocket. He looks underneath him as Hall goes wide. Alex Healy, your new race leader. Hall falls back to second. Wes Wiggin in third. Fourth is Daniel Worthington, and there's Peyton Hubbard right down that 5th position on the outside of Worthington. And Peyton Hubbard going to lose his spots. He got it really close to that retaining wall, BJ.
Yeah, like I said a little bit ago, this is the first time he's had to deal with lap traffic. First time he's had to figure out a way around them. And in doing so, I feel like it's going to get him a little bit out of the groove. Right now, he runs right in front of his teammate of Jeremy Vaughn. Those two running a nose to tail. 4 cars in front of the 2 of them. Sorry, 5 cars in front of the 2 of them, being led by Alex Healy. Healy with a really good move in turn number 1. Stayed calm, stayed smooth, and just made his way right by Bobby Hall Jr. But I'm interested to see just how well Peyton Hubbard does in this dirty air, trying to find his way back up.
Wes Wiggins, some damage on that vehicle, running in that 3rd spot. And then you got the Hornet's Nest, Worthington, Lyons, and Hubbard. Hubbard to the inside of Lyons. That's a battle going on for 5th and 6th. Hubbard to the inside, Lyons on the outside. Hubbard will clear him. Lyons falls back that 6th spot. Now he has his eyes set on Daniel Worthington in that 113 machine. Peyton Hubbard now cracks the top 5. Here are the final stages here at Watkins Glen with 20 laps to go. And you know, you got to look at the 30 of Alex Pied. He's up 11 spots to the inside of the... Oh, Nelly! Lucas Lyons takes a detour. Saves it, goes back onto the racing surface. Alex Pied now in that 6th spot in that number 30 truck. Try to chase down the 99 of Peyton Hubbard. Shows the speed late here in the run, but your race leader is Alex Healy in at number 97. He started to pull away from Bobby Hall Jr. Bobby Hall at 94. BJ, he had quite a few wins last season and kind of struggled this season.
This season has not been his best, but I want to revisit Alex Penn riding in that 6th spot. He's up 13 spots to find his way up there, battling it right now for that position with Peyton Hubbard, the guy who's led the majority of the race, and he's holding his own quite well right there. You see him down the inside of the turn heading into the uphill chicane. He's got Peyton Hubbard free and clear. Hubbard really looks like he's struggling with the dirty air, like it's not where he wants to be. And big movers of the race still staying on that subject for just another moment. Gary Jaworski up 17 spots in that 12th position.
But you look right now, he's not done yet. He's put pressure all over that 113 Daniel Worthington. Worthington goes a little wide there in that corner. That made Alex Penn look to the outside this time with a good run. Give Alex Penn that 4th spot here as he's showing some strength here at the closing stages here at Watkins Glen with 19 laps to go. Alex Penn up 14 spots. There's Daniel Worthington. Gary Jaworski just went off track now back on at number 44. Up 16 spots in 13th as Lucas Lyons is right behind him. Brad Gebhardt around in that number 44 machine. He's kept the pin down right there, trying to allow these other trucks to get around him. But how about it? The 97 of Alex Healy pulled away from Bobby Hall Jr. and Wes Wiggin, your top 3 here at Watkins Glen, the Bluegrass Truck Series. But don't look down because Alex Penn is coming. Looking at lap times, Penn was quick that last lap compared to Wiggin.
He's shown quite a bit of speed right now. He's doing a fantastic job. Currently the fastest truck on track continues to be Alex Healy out in front. He is having a ride of his life right now. But Alex Penn is charging his way forward. Now he's up 14 spots. He's ready to rock and roll, ready to move forward. He is doing just that.
So you got to wonder, the 94 came down and the 97. They both came down a lap before the white flag. So on lap number 10, went out and has extra, couple laps. Daniel Worthington, he's backwards in the turn. The wrong direction as he gets it turned back around over here.
Get a quick look at the replay of that. He did not sound happy about that. I'm wondering if he might have had a little bit of help. Here, looks like there was a little bit of contact to the inside from the 99 of Peyton Hubbard. Another look at it right here. See both of them driving into the corner. Peyton Hubbard hard on the brakes earlier than Daniel Worthington. He's on his way to the inside. I think Daniel Worthington was just cutting just a little bit harder, a little bit sooner than what Peyton Hubbard was and was expecting him to. So it's going to send him around and up. And Steve, while we were talking about that there, Alex Penn just ran the fastest lap of the race with a 1:13.19. Next closest driver to him. I actually don't even know who that's going to be. Probably Peyton Hubbard with a 1:13.26. Yes, that is going to be the next fastest lap of the race.
Well, Alex Penn's not through yet as he closes up on the tail tank. That number 9 of Bobby Hall Jr. in that junction function number 30 machine of 15 spots. Bobby Hall Jr. trying to keep him at bay here. As your race leader is Alex Healy. So look at the lap times at last lap. Bobby Hall Jr. was quicker than Healy. As we have 16 laps to go here. Cody Verrill around. The 81 of Tyler Peacock around. We'll take a look at your NLRA instant replay. Taylor just going to lose it all on his own. And there's Verrill getting into the side of him.
And caution flag's gonna wave here on lap 21 of 36. Means the track is gonna be blocked somewhere. Sounds like there's a big wreck at turn number 1 somewhere.
Oh, Peacock upside down.
Whew. So, see Peacock spin out right there, gets a little bit of help, a little bit more help. Bends it on around. Ooh, and there was some more help there going on, it looks like.
Well, this should help Alex Healy, as we've got 15 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. Do you make a pit stop now?
I would. I would. I'd take some fresh tires. I'd go back out. How many sets of tires these guys got for this race? Let's see here. Watkins Glen, 3 sets of tires. Ooh. That's probably their final set. If they take a set of tires there, man, I don't know. That's a tough call.
I'm just looking at Alex Healy's sponsor on that vehicle.
Let's see this thing
Is
here.
that Jerko?
I almost say probably Jericho, but yeah, pretty much.
I can barely read it. Like I said, I'm kind of blind. Jer. As he brings the field down pit road.
Jericho, yep.
Good. Good. I was thinking of like last year's sponsor and
Jeez, Steve, jeez. Got her, man, got her.
as the whole field comes down pit road here. The 24 Lucas Lyons looks like he missed his pits there. He had to back up, get in them. And here is that 97 Alex Healy first off pit road with the 94. The 30 of Alex Pidd. And there's Peyton Hubbard out fourth with Wes Wiggin in fifth. Jeremy Vaught, Chris LeBourgeois, Lucas Lyons, Gary Jazorski, and Fernando Takahashi right out your top 10 off of pit road.
I'm a little confused. I'm sitting here looking at scoring, and we're showing Ron Morris Jr. is only pitted once on lap number 12.
And Nick
But
Neal
still
says
has
this is a WWE throwback for Chris Jericho. Okay. I mean, for some reason, Alex doesn't surprise me what's on his car, so I mean.
All right.
Yeah, because you see the little championship belt on the back.
That makes a lot of sense now. I seen that earlier, and I thought, well, that kind of looks like a champion belt, but that actually makes sense now. It all fits together. All right.
As the Porsche car still has its lights on.
Yeah, I expect to see that go out this time by very long pace laps. So they like to try to cut them down as quickly as possible and get them rolling as quickly as possible. So I expect to see the lights go out here. And Alex Healy bring us back to the green flag. Bobby Hall Jr. is second. Alex Penn third. Peyton Hubbard fourth. Wes Wiggin in fifth.
And how about this, BJ? Just come to think of it, this is my first Monday night back in, what, 3 weeks?
I believe so. I believe so.
It is. Ed Osborne makes his way back down pit road along with Travis Twitty and Brian Terry. As the porch lights go out on the pace vehicle, Alex Healy and Bobby Hall Jr., Alex Pitt, Peyton Hubbard, Wes Wiggin, and Jeremy Vaughn, your top 6.
Two by two by two by two by two by two. Everybody getting lined up, ready to rock and roll. Steve, not to jump the gun, but as long as Alex Healy doesn't make any mistakes here, I think he's got the stuff to do it. I think he could pull off a race win here.
Well, you know what? If he pulls up off the win, he's going to have to be like that preacher on NASCAR. He's going to have to thank his smoking hot wife.
Oh. Oh boy.
Thanks, Alex Robinson. If you pay attention to last year, she made a debut on Ultimate Dirt TV and made a statement at it. Alex Healy's wife did. She was quite popular for a couple weeks.
She definitely was. She definitely was. And I almost get the sneaking suspicion that that has something to do with why we don't see the Ass Blaster 9000 on that number 97 anymore.
No, because, I mean, there was a shirt, her, and him. I mean...
I know! It was like, well, bam!
So, yeah, we got to make sure he thanks his smoking hot wife if he picks up the win tonight. Yes, Alex, thank you so much. I feel kind of cold and feverish, so you might have to be in tomorrow night and Wednesday. All right, the pace car looking to turn in. We're going back to green flag racing with 12 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. Alex Healy with a good restart there. And look at Peyton Hubbard on the outside as they head into turn number 1. Hubbard to the outside, the 94 to the inside of Bobby Hall. Side by side. It's a dogfight because here comes Alex Pitt. Contact, and around goes those two. Mayday on the turns. It is chaos.
Jeremy Vaughn involved in this one. Driver starting to check up. Caution flag is going to wave an understandably massive pileup through the chicane right there. Holy cow. Jeremy Vaughn involved. Bobby Hall Jr. involved. Jazorski involved. Alan Duranko involved. Oh, I'm not even sure who that was.
Boy, there's so much action going on the track. I actually thought Alex Healy's wife was out there flagging.
Oh boy.
I mean, it just got all kinds of crossed up.
Take a look a little further back at the carnage.
So take a look at this. Side-by-side action between the 94 and the 99. Hall leaves the door open for Alex Penn. And Alex Penn knows if you're going to make a move, you better make it now. The door is shutting on him right here. See Alex Penn going below here. And look behind him. You still got trucks Chris LeBourgeois and Travis Twitty around. But here comes the contact between the 94 and the 30. Basically, right there, the whole track is blocked. Vaughn has nowhere to go but into the door of the 94.
Just absolutely tears them up. And look at that. In pool, they call that a double kisser right there. That's about what it looked like. You just seen the 94 Bobby Hall Jr. get backed into the wall and bounce back off the wall into the front of Jeremy Vaughn there. And that just launched his car across the track. Vaughn got thrown around like a rag doll right there.
Take another look inside of Bobby Hall Jr.'s truck. See what he saw from inside. There's contacts already. Not yet.
Head down to this chicane right up here. This is where the contact's going to start. Alex Penn's nose should be coming in right about here. Head down into the corner. There's the hook. And around goes Bobby Hall Jr., Alex Penn, Jeremy Vaughn. Right behind the whole situation right there. And pow, right there he goes right in the side of Bobby Hall Jr.
Well, that's going to help the 99 out. Well, DJ, they're racked and stacked. Are we fixing to try it again?
I believe so. They did say they were going to shorten the caution. Yep, the lights are out. And Alex Healy's going to take the right. He's going to put Peyton Hubbard to the left. Peyton Hubbard back up there into the front row. Opposite side from where he started the night. Ready to rock and roll nonetheless. You know he's going to be ready to get on it down into turn number 1. I expect to see a battle immediately into turn number 1 between he and Alex Healy.
Definitely a good battle will brew when the green flag comes out. One's going to shake it to the right and one's going to throw it to the left.
You get your 1 foot in, get your 1 foot out. I thought you was going hokey pokey there on me.
Alrighty. Oh, Nelly. It's either alrighty or oh, Nelly. If it's get some haywires here, some right side loving.
Close. Right side romance and left side loving.
Someone's snoot looking up the skirt. I mean, we have it all here at Watkins Glen as we come back to the green flag. Good start for that 97 of Alex Healy. There's Peyton Hubbard. And there you see the 88 West Wiggins and Lucas Lyons. They head into turn number 1. Peyton Hubbard tries to close the gap right there. Wes Wiggin gets a little out of hand. That's going to allow Barrett Morton to get around him. Barrett Morton out to the 5th spot. You see Scroggins there up 7 spots. And at number 71 currently running a 7. There's Daniel Worthington into Worth 13. Right now Jeremy Vaughn's down pit road. Dustin Rinstidle and Fernando Takahashi all down pit road. But meanwhile, the race is on. Here comes Pride down the backstretch with Peyton Hubbard. He wants that spot from Alex Healy. You gotta wonder, how long is it gonna wait?
How long is it gonna wait, and how much? We still have the question here. How much does the dirty air affect? We've not really seen any actual battles or the race lead here tonight. How much does that dirty air affect the way the truck drives, and how difficult is it going to be for Peyton Hubbard to get there? Is that heading down into the 8th and final turn? Peyton Hubbard is right with the back bumper, but we've seen a little bobble out of Peyton Hubbard coming off the corner.
He does. He loses some ground to the 97 of Alex Healy as we have 8 laps to go. Peyton Hubbard looks like he drove it in a little too hard there. Lost a little ground. Now he has to gather it back up, try to reel in Alex Healy once again. Lucas Lyons in the 3rd spot, and there's Alan Duranco up 20 spots, currently running at 4th in that number 4 machine.
Top 3 now pulling away from Alan Duranco in 4th. About a 2.5 second gap between those two drivers of Lucas Lyons and Alan Duranco. Peyton Hubbard dominated the first half of the stage. The first stage, the second stage really has been more Alex Healy in control of the entire thing. Peyton Hubbard, you know he wants to get another race win. He's all over the back bumper of Alex Healy through some of these corners and other corners. Alex Healy really shows a lot of speed. I almost wonder if Alex Healy didn't just have something up his sleeve under that first stage and just sat back and relaxed, knowing he's going to take an early pit stop and be able to come back out in the front of the field.
Well, right there, turn number 1. That's where Peyton Hubbard loses the ground to Alex Healy. And then it takes him almost the whole lap to reel him back in. As Peyton Hubbard in that 2nd spot in the 99 machine. There's Lucas Lyons actually losing distance on Peyton Hubbard. There is the 9 of Barrett Morton and Alan Duranco. Wes Wiggins sitting outside the top 5. There's Sean Kaiser in 7th. Devin Scroggins in 8th. Daniel Worthington in 9th. And Chris LeBourgeois in 10th and at number 83.
And laps are ticking away, just moments away from being 6 laps to go. See a little bit of a different line they're taking from Peyton Hubbard. I'm wondering if that isn't an indicator of the dirty air affecting the truck. Tries to get some clean air to catch up to him just a little bit through these short straightaways. Off the final corner, Peyton Hubbard, a little bit different line, a little bobble from him right there, but he doesn't lose near as much ground this time. Down the front straightaway, down in turn number 1, I'll watch, see Alex Healy if he can stay smooth. And Peyton Hubbard's going to stick with him a little bit better this time, Steve.
He does for turn number 1. Now we go to turn number 2. Closes in on at 97 to Alex Healy. But Healy starts to pull away a tad bit. Peyton Hubbard going to try to give it his all. And actually, look at him now. I mean, it's like one turn Alex is better, next turn Hubbard is, then it just swaps back and forth. And now he's all over the tail tank of that 97 machine.
Right there, ready to pounce. Just 5 laps to go here in just a moment. 2 more turns away, and we'll be down to 5 laps to go. Peyton Hubbard, if he wants to make a move, he's going to have to make it very, very soon. As they are showing right here just how difficult this track is to pass on, as long as the guy in front is not making any mistakes. And Alex Healy is doing just that, not making any mistakes right now. Heading off of turn number 8 down the front straightaway. He's right there, right about a truck length behind. Ooh, and Alex Healy, a much earlier entry that time, takes it all the way down to the inside. That's going to check up Peyton Hubbard. Smart move, I think, by Alex Healy right there, to force a little bit more of a gap from Peyton Hubbard.
He does. Now Peyton Hubbard has to gather his thoughts and concentration back as he starts to try to reel in at number 97. 5 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. You're watching the Bluegrass Truck Series live on Ultimate Dirt TV. The top 2 have definitely pulled away from Lucas Lyons, who's currently running a 3rd. That Castro, number 25. And here comes Peyton Hubbard. He's closing in on a hurry on Alex Healy. Healy, he wants to get the job done. He wants to thank his smoking hot wife tonight. He wants to try to get back in good graces. It's been a season. Peyton Hubbard to the inside.
First time there, Hubbard got a nose on him, but down the front straightaway, Healy's going to pull ahead once again. Our top 5 still sits Healy, Hubbard, Lyons, Morton, and Duranco rounding out the top 5. It's going to be Wiggin, Kaiser, LeBourgeois, Osborne, Scroggins, your top 10. But right now, the story on track is still these top 2. Alex Healy really looks like he's just starting to pull Peyton Hubbard now. Hubbard losing a lot of ground here as laps wind down.
As you look at the battle box, look at first and second. Right there, it shows you live gaps. You can see where Hubbard closes in on Alex Healy. Healy starting to inch away again from Peyton Hubbard. Now Hubbard closes in on him. CBJ's a tit for a tat.
And it definitely is. Healy's got to be on the defensive right now, making smart moves. Like we seen just a few laps ago into turn number 1. Dive that nose down lower, dive that nose down in deep, and force Peyton Hubbard to change up his line. And it's an effective method.
Oh,
Because right now, he's going to slide out wide. Here comes Peyton Hubbard to the inside of him, side by side as they head into the uphill chicane. That's the mistake that Peyton Hubbard's been looking for. But Healy is going to dominate through the chicane right there and pull back ahead.
He definitely does. Healy giving it all he can. He's flexing his muscles. As the young Peyton Hubbard tries to go for, I believe, win number 3 of the season, BJ, if I'm not mistaken.
Find out in just a second.
3 laps to go for Alex Healy. There's Alan Duranko currently running into the top 5. There's Wes Wiggin and Sean Kaiser at 24. Meanwhile, back up front, the battle is tense between these two drivers.
It most definitely is, and he's actually looking for win number 4 to tie with Jonah Colbert for most wins. But he is currently the points leader, and all over the back bumper. Looked like there might have been a little bit of contact there down the front straight away. Peyton Hubbard, he's getting antsy, and it is starting to show. He's starting to get a little nose in, a little rubbing. You see him with a wide turn. He's going to dive it down, trying to get the run, but it's not going to work. Alex Healy, excellent corner, excellent execution. He's going to pull several truck length gap once again. Now they head in the uphill chicane. Peyton Hubbard, he's got his work cut out for him. Healy is doing a fantastic job right now with just 2 laps to go.
Definitely is. Now we're on board with Peyton Hubbard. You look on the nose, BJ, on that left-hand side. You see a little bit of damage on the hood and the fender of that number 99 machine as he chases down that 97 of Alex Healy as we stay on board with Peyton Hubbard.
Right up to the back bumper into turn number 7. He's going to take an earlier break, but he's going to swing out wide, gets him a good run off the corner. It's like right up to the back bumper down into turn number 8. Take the wider exit, trying to get a run. It's not going to happen. Well, he's going to look to the inside now. White flag in the air. One more time around. Just 8 turns for Alex Healy.
Here we go. White flag. Oh, Peyton Hubbard almost lost it. And that's going to seal the deal for Alex Healy there, I believe. Peyton Hubbard in the 99 machine. Got loose going into the first turn. Lucas Lawrence in third. Your top 3 here tonight. White flag is out for Alex Healy.
Yeah, white flag will fly through the bus stop. Just 3 turns to go. Here's the long right-hand turn. Alex Healy. This race is all but his. Just 2 more turns to go now as he comes off of turn number 6. No mistakes here, and this race is already won.
Well, you look at the 99. He's closed the gap again. BJ's going to try one more time. Here he is. Alex Healy, the 99 to the inside. Picking up the win is going to be Alex Healy in at 97. With Peyton Hubbard coming over in third. Lucas Lyons rounds out your top 3. Then you have Barrett Morton coming home in 4th. Sean Kaiser in 5th. Wes Wiggin in 6th. Then you got Chris LeBourgeois, Ed Osborne, Alex Pitt, and Alan Duranko.
Just Absolutely incredible how close it was between those two drivers for that entire final green flag stint right there.
You know,
What a race and what a win.
I wonder, does Mrs. Healy get to do her interview from last season? No, we didn't get to interview her when she made her debut.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
And, Alex really hasn't won a race since back then, so maybe tonight we get to talk to her.
I'm definitely interested in finding that out as well. We'll have to ask him.
Good PR work.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, take a look at the results on the board. Alex Healy picking up the win with Peyton Hubbard in second. Lucas Lyons in third, Barrett Morton in fourth, Sean Kaiser rounds out your top five. You got Wes Wiggins sixth, Crystal Bourgeois in seventh, eighth will be Ed Osborne, ninth Alan Duranco, and Alex Penn round out your top 10. David Scroggins, a rookie this season, in 11th, Tyler Evans in 12th, David Brackett in 13th, 14th be Drew Perot, a rookie, with Daniel Worthington rounding out your top 15, Brian Terry in 16th, Michael Cole in 17th, 18th is Ron Morris Jr.
Coming home in 19th, it's going to be Travis Twitty, Fran Takahashi will round out your top 20, then Bobby Hall Jr., Dustin Reinsettle, Taylor Peacock, Jeremy Vaughn, Gary Jaworski, your top 25. That's going to be Charlie Mace, Brad Gebhardt, Cody Verrill, and Cody Anderson will round out your 29 starting drivers here tonight.
We'll be right back after these complete breaks with post-race interviews. All right, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. Post-race interviews, and let's take a look. Coming home in third tonight, Lucas Lyons. Congratulations on your third place, finishing at number 25.
Thank you.
Well, looked like you had a little bit of damage on that right side of the truck. That hurt you any?
Actually, I was surprised it really didn't hurt much at all. I just pushed it a little bit too much early and caught the inside wall heading into the bus stop. Surprisingly, it was only 25 seconds of optional, so I decided not to get any of it fixed at all. But the truck felt great. I just got my own head, and then I kind of let this slip away from me.
So the big wreck, between Alex Penn and Bobby Hall, that help you?
Yes, and I don't even know how I made it through that wreck, to be honest with you. I saw that going on, and I was like, well, there goes my race. And then all of a sudden, a spot opens up right on the rumble strip. So I just rode the rumble strip through the wreck, and I looked back, and the whole track was kind of blocked, and I was like, well, hopefully this works. And caution came out, which helped me a lot.
Well, go ahead and thank those fine sponsors helping you get here tonight.
First, I want to thank everybody who tuned in to watch this race. I know we're not classified as road racers, but it's always fun to get these trucks out here on a road course. I want to thank my team, JC Motorsports. Look, kind of upset Jonah's not here tonight, but I want to thank Barrett, Dustin, Sean, everybody over there. Shout out my Twitch at Lions Pride Gaming. And Peyton and Alex getting second and winning the race. They ran a great race all night, and I wish I could have been up there with them at the end, but I got my own head.
Well, podium finish is a good place, especially some valuable points going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I really needed the momentum because here recently these races haven't been going my way.
All right, that is Lucas Lyons coming home in third place tonight. All right, coming home in third. BJ's caught up with him.
That's right. I've caught up in second. I mean,
Yeah,
coming
second.
home in second. Peyton Hubbard, man, what a race you put on! Dominated that first stage. Drivers pitted early for the second stage, came out ahead of you. How crucial was it to have clean air? How much did that affect the second half of your race?
I think the main part, the dirty air, kind of soaks us through the S's because it's already loose through there. It was just, I don't know. I know that Alex, ran a hell of a race. I know it was unfortunate when me and Dan got together. I put my truck there, and I guess maybe he wasn't anticipating me to be really as close as I was, but I had to do something to get by him, and unfortunately it ended up spinning him. But the flex guys, they were all in a pack right there, and then after I spun Dan, I was like, man, it's like I'm kind of in the middle of all his teammates. I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen here, but hell of a race for Alex. That strategy paid off, especially with those the late cautions that we had. So I really wanted it, but it's I wasn't going to wreck him for the win. I was just trying to find anywhere I could.
Definitely an upstanding run, and both of you guys giving each other room. It was fantastic to watch and very exciting up here in the booth. Go ahead and thank your sponsor, shots. Everybody helped make it possible for that to happen.
Yeah, man. Smith & Company Custom Homes, Honda of Winston-Salem. You see that on the truck tonight. All the NLR guys, Keith being the crew chief again for us tonight. I know Jeremy had a good race going. It sucks that his had to end early. It's just a really good race, and thank you to my amazing girlfriend that sits here and watches through every lap of these, even, I know they can get long. So, but yeah, thanks to everybody.
And that was Peyton Hubbard coming home in second. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right, picking up the win. Alex Healy in that number 97 for Columbus, Ohio. Well, congratulations.
Man, it's been a long time coming. I don't think I've been in the booth with you guys all season.
You haven't. So really, though, the thing was you had to get in the booth because someone didn't get a post-race interview last season when she made her debut.
She's listening. She just messaged me and she said, no interviews. I cannot talk to my fans. Never meet your heroes.
She's a very smart lady, that is for sure.
She's smarter than I deserve. Somehow I ended up with her, but she sits here and watches every damn race. She watches every broadcast. I've got to be the luckiest guy in the world. I can't think of too many other guys whose wives are going to sit around every Monday and Wednesday night and watch their husband run around on a virtual racetrack. So big shout out to her.
Did she tell you what I was calling her?
I heard the smoking hot wife.
Right. That's what you're supposed to make sure you thank her like that tonight,
As a matter of fact, on Valentine's Day, I don't know if you guys remember last year, Joey Logano called his wife a hot ass wife, and my wife does have a Joey Logano hot ass wife t-shirt. So she fits the bill through and through.
Oh, well, yes, it's good to have you back on. It's been a long time. Run us through the race. I mean, you took that, you pitted a little early. What?
Yep, that was all part of the plan. I talked about it with the whole Flex team. We were all on board, and it would have worked out even better. Wes and Dan got into each other coming around the final turn, catching up to the pace car because there was a lapper that checked up in front of her or something. So they took damage and it slowed them down. But we had a all Flex top four, so I knew whoever got out to the lead was going to have a nice buffer behind him. I anticipated it being Bobby. He's been faster than me all week. We made the strategy play. I went to the outside. I was going to let him. He moved up in front of me, and then unfortunately he got loose in turn one, and I took off from there. And from there on out, I was hanging on. The full course cautions threw me for a loop. I did not expect that to come, and when the first one came, I was very nervous because you guys saw it. I know Alex Penn was faster than me. I know Peyton was faster than me. Several guys just on pace alone were faster than me. And when it cut the field up, I was starting to feel the pressure. I was just running my laps, and fortunately, when Peyton got up there at the end, we've raced clean all season. We talk all the time. He's awesome dude, and I knew he had me on pace, so I played the greatest defense I've ever played in my life on him.
So you pick up the win here tonight. So does that mean you get to take your name off the car, the Cup car?
I think I got it.
People should know who you are now.
Well, here in a couple weeks, just keep your eyes peeled there. We might pull a little quick one on everybody. Alex might not be in the Alex car, but the Alex car might be out there, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. All right, go ahead and thank your fine sponsors making it all possible tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to thank, first and foremost, my wife. I know I already gave her a good 20, 30 seconds, but she deserves all that and more. Like I said, she sits there and roots for me and my teams every week, Monday and Wednesday nights. It's crazy. Big shout out to my flex teammates, Wes Wiggin, Dan Worthington, Alan Duranco, Bobby Hall, Justin Holt when he is here. The guys executed the strategy perfectly tonight. I think we learned a lot for road races going forward. Also, shout out to my Cup team, Your Name Here Motorsports. That's Matt Grenier, David Farmer, who was spotting for me tonight, and Brandon Robertson. And last but not least, Jason, HMFIC, as I call him, and you guys for putting on these awesome broadcasts.
Thank you. That's Alex Healy picking up his first win of the season here with the Bluegrass Truck Series. Congratulations, sir. All righty. Well, that's going to conclude our broadcast here tonight. Here on Ultimate Dirt TV, we'll be back here tomorrow night at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And then on Wednesday night will be the Cup Series turn. But until then, I'm Steve McMillan along with BJ Duvall. We're going to sign off, say good night, and God bless.